want to introduce the saboteur of the hyperachiever to you today. What is the hyperachiever? So the hyperachiever is a performance-driven voice in your head that says life is all about performance, achieving, and it helps with your self-esteem and gives you validation when you achieve things. But this leads to the fact that happiness can only be achieved through success. That's what the hyperachiever saboteur voice will be keep telling you. And once you've achieved the success, then you can be happy. But it's a vicious cycle. So you achieve the success, and then you go on to the next one, and then you achieve that, and then you go on to the next one. So it's a very tiring success, if you will. And the hyperachiever also needs the competitiveness and thrives on it, but also at the same time thinks that if I can't be the best at it, I'm not even gonna try. So it's not very helpful. The other thought that the hyperachiever has is that she thinks that effectiveness and efficiency is always top priority. And emotions will get in the way of your performance, so we need to brush over those and ignore them. The feeling that the hyperachiever usually has is a sense of emptiness inside, because they don't want to dwell on their feelings too long, and they also usually don't allow closeness, because then they're afraid that their imperfection might be uncovered, and that's not good for their image, and with that not good enough for their success. And as I said before, those saboteurs have justification lies, and the lie of the hyperachiever is that life is about achieving, and if you don't achieve something and you can't show that you achieved things, what did you achieve in life, and or what is life good for then? And a good image also helps you with achieving the results. And the question then is, what is the impact of those lies from the hyperachiever on yourself and others? Usually you don't really find too much peace, because once you achieved your result, you're moving on to the next one. So it's very short-lived. And you will always try to find the next thing. When I reach this, then I will be happy. You also will often lose touch with your feelings, what really matters to you. And since you're so busy achieving, you won't even have a chance to think about what matters to you. It also has the effect, like a vortex effect, that you affect others around you, and they will be sucked into the spiral of trying to achieve more, and then this person wants to achieve more. And that's very tiring over time. The cause of this can be, usually it comes from childhood, where you weren't validated enough. So then you try to work hard to get the validation. But it can also come from the childhood where you have been validated and you never, and you connected those values of, well, if I'm a good girl or a good boy, then my mom will love me. So unconditional love is not what has been experienced per se, or at least in their own mind. As a child in a caring environment, you thought, I'm being loved unconditionally because I'm behaving well. And as next, I'm going to introduce the controller.